Having a document editor built into your database can be helpful. SmartSuite has a SmartDocs field type that works similarly to a Google Doc. Check it out. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Zach Stevenson. I'm a business process and no-code consultant. If you need help streamlining or automating any of your business processes, you can visit our website, interdevsolutions.com, or you can click the link in the description below to book a free consult. So you can think of a SmartDoc field type as a Google Doc or a document editor. It works very similarly. In SmartSuite, if you go into a table and click this icon here, there's an option for SmartDoc. So once you add the SmartDoc and you hit click save, and you can open it up and it will look very familiar to you. You have the different options at the top here to add the headings of different sizes. You can stylize it with bold, italics, underline. You can align it left, right, center, and so on. So you have all the different options to color the text, highlight the text, bold it, link it. It works as a rich text document. SmartDocs does have a collaboration mode as well. This is very similar to Google Docs or any other online document editor. If you have multiple users within the same document or same SmartDoc field type on the same record, that you can all edit in line and save and update changes in real time. Within SmartSuite, there's this help center over here. If we click into it, we can search up SmartDocs and we can see all of the options that SmartDocs provides to us as well. But you can see they have documents here on hotkeys. If we click into that, you can see that there's these different functions to be able to add a H1 heading type, H2 using the pound key or the number symbol or the hashtag, whatever you want to call it. And there's all sorts of different options here as well. If you add the @ you can mention a member to notify them to take a look at a specific document or a specific area of a document. You can link to other records, and you can do all those things using hotkeys. I will dive into these features a little bit further here shortly, but I just wanted to show you that there is hotkeys available within the actual SmartDoc field type as well. You can embed videos, use emojis, as mentioned, mention other users. You can attach files, images, pictures, whatever you want in line there as well. Now I'll dive into some of the features of a SmartDoc. I will click into this one here. And as previously mentioned, you have all of these different options and settings across the top here. So checklists, numbered lists, your bulleted lists, quotes. You can link text. If we wanted to link a URL, we could just click this add link here. And we could make sure that takes us to Google or wherever we want it to go. And to go a step further, if you use the / icon, it will bring up all of the settings and options that you have available as well. And it uses ChatGPT 3.5. So if you click this Ask AI, we can use AI directly in line within the SmartDoc as well. So it's got some options here for us, some prompts already created. We can ask anything that we want as well. We'll make it custom, and you get 200 free requests. And then after that, you can add your own API key to be able to continue using ChatGPT or the 3.5 model within the SmartDoc. So what that looks like in practice, do this blog post, and it will prompt, write a blog post about technology. And we can add as much text as we want here, but I'll just hit enter, and you can see in real time that is writing the blog post for us. Once it has written the blog post, there's a few other options here. If I highlight this, I can go into the AI and I can ask it to give me a summary based off of the highlighted text or from the page. And we can add all of these other changes as well. Edit or review the page, simplify the language, fix spelling, grammar. There's all sorts of different prompts that are available based off of the text that already exists within the SmartDoc. As previously mentioned, you can add emojis, we can mention people, we can link to another record. Let's say, for example, I want to use a record from another table. That's available as well. We can hit that / icon and go down to link to another record, or I can just hit the number symbol and I can start typing in the record name. In another table, I have a record called record from table 2. So you can see here that's showing the table name. I can select this record from table 2 and I'll just hit save. I'll reopen it and select it, and it will open up that record in line. So you can see that it shows me any details on that specific record according to the table and record found here. You can insert an image, video, attachment, add a divider line. We can insert a date, code block if you want to save different code here, and you can select the type of code and it will highlight the different syntax accordingly. You can insert checklists, a table of contents based off of the different headings. If we have heading 1 and we have a heading 2, I can bring in a table of contents and we can see the different levels of headings accordingly. You can also insert tables directly in line and we can add additional columns if we want. So we add insert to the right, insert to the left, add additional rows. We can also add a callout if we want something to stand out. We can add that in line. And the last option there is this whiteboard. This is a newer feature in the last few months. If we bring in the whiteboard here, we can add different shapes, text, and it acts just like a whiteboard would with the different options down here on the left side. Another cool feature about the SmartDoc is, let's say we have a document here with all of the different heading sizes and the text that we want, and we want to produce it as a PDF. If we expand the record, go to our SmartDoc field type and click this action menu here, then we have an option to export to PDF. So I can export it, save this, and I will open it up. And we can see that we have the document as it displays within the actual field type in the record. So that's also a very neat feature. That's fairly recent as well. We were not able to export this field type previously, and there is a couple limitations. The first one being we cannot automate that export. If within one of your automations, you would like to take this document and email it as an attachment, you do not have that capability. However, you can use this text within automation. So you could embed it directly within an email or something along those lines. You can access the SmartDoc using the API. It is a lot more complicated, so it's not the nicest to work with, but if you do need to, it is available to you. If we go over to the help docs again, and we type in SmartDocs API, somewhere here, it will show us the structure of SmartDocs objects. And if we expand that, it has a help doc for us where we can look into it to see how we can use the actual data within an API. But as I mentioned, it is a lot more complicated. And then last thing I wanted to touch on is we can go to the solution API as well, and we can go to our table, fields, and scroll down to the SmartDoc field that I have here. And we can see the SmartDoc object that has the 3 different top level properties. And we have an example value here as well. So you can see how it's a lot more complicated than many of the other field types within SmartSuite, but it is possible. Overall, SmartDocs are very handy and can be used for a lot of different use cases within SmartSuite. Having a document editor built right into SmartSuite is a really nice thing to have. There's a lot of benefits that we can take from this. Yes, there's some limitations. Eventually, I would think that there will be the option to export a document automatically within an automation or using the API, but that's to come. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more tutorials in the future.